Imagine two people walking into a room. One talks endlessly about their accomplishments, demanding admiration, while the other listens attentively, shares ideas humbly, and uplifts others. Now ask yourself, which person would you rather follow? Today, we're diving into one of the most underrated but transformative virtues: modesty. Modesty isn't just about being quiet or meek, it's about understanding your worth without the need to broadcast it. It's about balancing confidence with humility and letting your actions speak louder than your words. In this speech, we'll explore why modesty is essential in today's world, how modesty fosters personal growth and meaningful relationships, powerful examples of modesty in action, the dangers of overconfidence and the Dunning-Kruger effect, how to apply modesty to your life for lasting change. At its core, modesty teaches us to value others as much as we value ourselves. It encourages self-awareness and keeps arrogance in check, helping us avoid pitfalls caused by an inflated ego. 1. Trust and respect. Modest people tend to earn trust and respect effortlessly. Why? Because they don't feel the need to constantly boast or one-up others. They let their achievements shine through their actions, creating an aura of authenticity and reliability. 2. Growth through learning. When you're modest, you're open to feedback. You acknowledge that you don't know everything, which creates room for learning and growth. 3. Connection over competition. In a world often driven by comparison, modesty allows us to focus on connection. It enables collaboration, teamwork, and stronger relationships. The Dunning-Kruger effect, a concept introduced by psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger in 1999, illustrates why modesty is vital. This cognitive bias explains how people with low ability in a particular area often overestimate their competence, while those with high ability underestimate their expertise. In simpler terms, the less you know, the more likely you are to think you know everything. The more you know, the more aware you become of how much there is to learn. Modesty protects us from falling into this trap. It allows us to admit when we don't know something, leading to continuous improvement. David Dunning and Justin Kruger were psychologists at Cornell University who conducted experiments showing how individuals often lack self-awareness about their shortcomings. Their work reminds us that modesty helps bridge the gap between ignorance and mastery. Let me share a powerful example that illustrates the value of modesty in action. 1. Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft. When Satya Nadella became CEO of Microsoft, he faced numerous challenges. But instead of taking credit for the company's resurgence, he consistently credited his team and focused on fostering a culture of empathy and collaboration. His humble leadership transformed Microsoft into one of the most valuable companies in the world. 2. Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi's life is a testament to modesty. Despite leading a massive movement for India's independence, he lived simply, wearing hand-woven clothes and traveling third class on trains. His humility made him relatable and inspired millions to follow his vision of non-violence. Let's compare people who embody modesty with those who lack it. People with modesty acknowledge their limitations, actively listen and learn from others, build meaningful relationships based on mutual respect, inspire others without needing to dominate. People without modesty often overestimate their abilities, struggle to accept feedback or criticism, create barriers in relationships due to arrogance, lose trust and credibility over time. So, how can you embrace modesty and make it a cornerstone of your character? 1. Practice self-reflection. Spend a few minutes each day evaluating your actions. Ask yourself, did I listen enough? Did I give credit where it was due? Self-awareness is the first step toward modesty. 2. Celebrate others. Instead of focusing solely on your achievements, take time to acknowledge and celebrate the successes of those around you. This builds stronger relationships and cultivates a sense of community. 3. Ask more questions. Approach conversations with curiosity rather than the need to showcase your knowledge. Asking thoughtful questions not only makes you a better communicator, but also deepens your understanding. 4. Learn to say, "I don't know." It's okay not to have all the answers. Admitting when you don't know something is a sign of strength, not weakness. 5. Balance confidence with humility. Being modest doesn't mean undervaluing yourself. It means being confident in your abilities while remaining grounded and open to growth. Modesty doesn't just transform individuals, it changes communities and organizations. When leaders embrace modesty, they create cultures of trust, collaboration, and innovation. Imagine a workplace where people openly share ideas without fear of judgment, where feedback is welcomed and where credit is shared. That's the power of modesty in action. Modesty is not about thinking less of yourself, it's about thinking of yourself less. It's about recognizing that greatness is not achieved alone, but through collaboration, humility, and a commitment to lifelong learning. As we wrap up, remember this. Modesty is a strength, not a weakness. It keeps you grounded, opens doors to growth, and inspires others to follow your lead. In a world that often glorifies arrogance, choose to be the person who listens, learns, and uplifts. Choose to be the person who leads with modesty. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who might need a reminder about the power of modesty. Let's inspire a culture of humility and growth, one step at a time. And as always, subscribe for more content that helps you build the best version of yourself.